Okay, right into my check next. Right check Next week's answer, please.
Brother President, Your Excellency Bishop Harrington, Ms. Susan Kenny Stevens, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, other trustees, members of the clergy and religious, guests, members of the administration, faculty, and staff, parents, spouses, friends, and members of the class of 2001. Welcome to the 76th Annual Winona Campus Undergraduate Commencement Convocation of St. Mary's University of Minnesota. Members of the class of 2001, this is the day you have looked forward to. Your parents, your family, your friends surrounding you here today, and the faculty, administration, and staff of the university rejoice with you in this great milestone. Please remain standing for the national anthem and for the invocation. We will be led in the national anthem by Brandon Darling, Shelley Hake, Jason Rohr, and Kristen Sellner, all graduating seniors. Please face the flag and join them in singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, words of gallantry streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, giving proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Very Reverend David C. Coons, Rector of Immaculate Heart of Mary Seminary, will give the invocation. Father Coons.
Let us remember that we are in God's holy presence. Almighty and ever-loving God, you are the creator of the universe, and we know that it is you who have given these graduates to this world. We know that it is you who challenge each of them to use their gifts and talents for the common good, for the good of our world. First and foremost, we give you thanks for these graduates. We thank you for who they are, for their efforts over the past 4 years. We ask you to watch over them and protect them as they leave these halls to go out into the world. Help them to be positive leaders. Give them hearts that will care not only for themselves, but hearts that will embrace the poor, the lonely, the needy. Give them minds that will never stop learning. Give them eyes to see your presence in every person they meet, and to never abuse that presence. Give them strong hands that will beat swords into plowshares and spears into pruning hooks. Give them spirits that will reach out to you and that will long to renew the face of the earth. Strengthen them in times of difficulty and rejoice with them in times of joy. We ask this in your name. Amen. St. John Baptiste de La Salle, live Jesus in our hearts.
Thank you, Father Coons. Ms. Susan Kenny Stevens, Chairman of the Board of Trustees of St. Mary's University, will commence this graduation ceremony for the class of 2001 with an official welcome. Ms. Stevens.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, greetings and welcome to the 76th commencement exercises of St. Mary's University of Minnesota. This day marks the end of an important 4-year period in the lives of our undergraduates. As St. Paul says, these young men and women have been in strict training. Today they finish a long and difficult race and will receive an undergraduate diploma as their hard-earned prize. We celebrate their achievements this afternoon as they cross that finish line. I cannot, however, say that they have completed their education. Students, your experiences at St. Mary's do not add up to an education. Rather, they are the means to an education. Just as the college experience is more than what happens in the classroom, education is more than a diploma. You now have personal, professional, and spiritual skills to begin your real course of learning. Your professors and the Christian Brothers have given you a sense of the right path, and today I encourage you to follow in it. Your next assignment starts the day you step off this campus and begin the rest of your life. On behalf of the trustees, I wish you a safe and pleasant journey and the comforting knowledge that wherever you go, you are in God's holy presence. Welcome, class of 2001, to a lifetime of learning, and thank you for choosing St. Mary's to begin your venture.
Thank you, Ms. Stevens. Ann Durley and Nathan Albee, representatives from this year's graduating class, will now share some of their reflections with you. Ann, a management and marketing major, a management and marketing double major, and Nathan, an English literature major, were selected by their peers as the outstanding female and male seniors this year.
For those who know me, I think most of you know that I could probably talk here forever. But I realize there's only a few things standing between my fellow graduates and their diplomas, and that's me, so we'll keep this brief. Truly, this is a time to reflect, a chance to look back on the past 4, 5, perhaps 6 years of our college experience, and to let it all sink in. It is a time of transition, an opportunity for each of us to evaluate both what we have done and what we are about to do. I encourage all of you to be proud of your accomplishments, no matter how small, and to be motivated by your disappointments. We have been given a precious gift here, a gift that only 1% of the world's population receives, the chance to learn so much and outside of our classroom. It's important to recognize that gift, and most importantly, to offer thanks to those who helped us get here today. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for the love and support of those around us. To the Christian Brothers, board, faculty, and staff, thank you for your dedication to your profession. You make St. Mary's what it is, a community that fosters growth, faith, and service. To our family and friends, thank you for your unconditional love, guidance, and encouragement. To our mothers, happy Mother's Day. And due to our limited finances, don't be surprised if your gift is a small, flat box, the size of a St. Mary's diploma. To my classmates and friends, it's been quite a ride. The past 4 years have been truly amazing. I'll miss each and one, I'll miss all of you, and hope to see you soon. And a poem to end this from poet Christopher Luge. Come to the edge, we might fall. Come to the edge, no, it's too high. Come to the edge. So they came, and he pushed, and they flew. Congratulations, and thank you to my fellow graduates. Good luck, and fly high.
B.F. Skinner said that an education is what is left when what has been learned has been forgotten. When what has been learned has been forgotten. You may be thinking, I spent 80 grand on a college education and it won't be any good until I forget it. Well, Others may be thinking, well, after senior week, it's already gone. But let me tell you how important it is to forget what you have learned. For example, if I had somehow memorized every assignment and the answers to every test that was ever given to me, I would be of no use in the real world. I would have all the facts, but none of them would be my own. Your college education will be there for you after you have forgotten the facts. Those dusty volumes of information are not an education. In this age, we have access to the internet, a wonderful tool that has revolutionized the spread of information. We have the best that was known and thought in the world practically at the push of a button. But if we mistake this for the ability to understand that knowledge, it may as well be in Greek. I have emerged from 4 years of college with the belief that I have not learned all the answers. In fact, if I have known them once, they're most likely already gone. But I do believe that school teaches us to ask the right questions. The question is the vehicle that turns fact into understanding. For once we have challenged an idea, a concept, a problem, we have given birth to a new creation. We may forget, or we may already have forgotten Aristotle or Shakespeare, but if we have made the ideas our own, we have gained an education.
Thanks, Anne. Thank you, Nate. Members of the St. Mary's University Concert Choir will now perform a Randall Thompson setting of a Robert Frost poem, Choose Something Like a Star. The selection will be directed by Dr. Patrick O'Shea, Assistant Professor of Music, and accompanied by Carolyn Rislow. Thank you, Dr. O'Shea. Thank you, concert choir members. It is now my distinct honor and high personal privilege to introduce to you the president of St. Mary's University, Brother Louis Thomasis, who will offer us his reflections on this day and present our honoree. Brother Louis.
Thank you all, and I'm very delighted to have this opportunity to congratulate you, St. Mary's University's class of 2001, on a job very well done indeed. I know that I join with your parents, your loved ones, relatives, friends, and our faculty and staff and administration who are in front of you by expressing the pride that we have in each of you. You likewise, I believe, have shared your God-given talents with us, just as this faculty and staff have shared their talents with you. In essence, we, the faculty and staff, and you, have come together to learn, to seek wisdom, and to value especially God's blessings that each and every one of you has. Many of you have been waiting 4 years for this afternoon, the moment when all the late night and early morning test cramming pays off, and you stand up with your class to hear us pronounce that you are St. Mary's University's graduates of the class of 2001. Well, I'm going to ask your indulgence for a few minutes longer. However, I have one more lesson for you, and that lesson comes in the person of Brother Thomas Johnson, who is the provincial for the Midwest province of the De La Salle Christian Brothers and recipient this year of an honorary doctorate in educational leadership. We give honorary degrees in higher education to affirm shared visions and pledge a common commitment to the values that define particular institutions, people, or struggles. St. Mary's honors Brother Thomas because he shares our holy passion. The holy passion that this faculty, this staff, this administration, the trustees of St. Mary's, a holy passion for education. In fact, this degree is very fitting. It's a very fitting honor for him, as the word doctor comes from a Latin word meaning teacher. Brother Thomas is first and foremost a teacher. He served in 3 high schools and at least 1 university as an instructor over the last 2 decades. In each high school, he worked with great zeal to ensure that no student was left behind. Brother Thomas implemented or expanded the honors program to help top students excel and taught developmental and corrective reading to assist students who were struggling. He sponsored tutoring programs. He revised the academic standards for graduation and reformed the process for student registration. So whether Brother Thomas was at De La Salle Institute, Driscoll Catholic High School, or St. Paul's High School, Brother Thomas answered God's call to put all his powers at the service of young people. And Brother Thomas shares St. Mary's University to a life of service and leadership. Brother Thomas also serves at 3 other LaSallian universities, including, of course, us at St. Mary's University as a trustee, but he is on the boards also of religious and educational entities, including the Illinois Catholic Conference, the Joliet Diocese, the International General Chapter of the Brothers of the Christian Schools, and the LaSallian Volunteer Movement. Today, as provincial for the Midwest province, He provides leadership for over 220 brothers, 14 high schools, 4 middle schools, 3 universities, and 3 retreat centers. Brother Thomas approaches these leadership positions with a spirit of service and attention to the presence of God. Lastly, we confer an honorary doctorate on Brother Thomas Johnson because he shares St. Mary's University's dedication to innovation. That same dedication that this faculty and staff has done so outstandingly. The most innovative companies in America foster many leaders and many innovators throughout their organizations. These companies are successful because they encourage practical risk-taking and support good tries. Brother Thomas understands this business principle and puts it into practice in his life. At De La Salle Institute, he found creative solutions to scheduling and record-keeping through technology. He also implemented a new school schedule and revised the summer school program to increase offerings and enrollment. During his 5 years as the Chicago province, the Brothers of the Christian Schools, Brother Thomas was responsible for the pastoral and administrative aspects of the province and facilitated the merger of 3 provinces to form the Midwest District. Today he is initiating programs like the San Miguel Schools. Like the founder, Brother Thomas Johnson is open to the signs of the times and the seasons of change. And that's why you're leaving an education today, hopefully responsive to the signs of the time and opening to the faith and love that Jesus Christ calls each of you to. I began this afternoon by speaking of one last message for you, the class of 2001. I encourage each of you to learn from Brother Thomas by putting all your heart and soul and strength into your careers, into your families and loved ones. Respect the established vision, but members of the class of 2001, do not hesitate. Never hesitate. Don't dare hesitate to use your God-given creativity and innovation when faced with obstacles. Dream your dreams and make them come true. But above all, always remember that you are in God's presence. If you keep these lessons in mind and put them into practice, perhaps someday you will be on this stage also. So at this time, on behalf of the class of 2001, the trustees, faculty, and staff, I want to call Brother Thomas to come forward and assisting in the reception of this honorary doctorate. I call on Susan Kenny Stevens, our chair, and also Dr. Hyland, the provost of the university. Thank you. Brother Thomas, your Ministry of Educational Leadership ensures that the Midwest province of De La Salle Christian Brothers enters the new century prepared for the challenges of modern education. You are truly of one mind with this university, for you embrace the ministry of teaching, the service of leadership, and the necessity of innovation, all manifestations of the LaSallian charism in your life. Therefore, upon the unanimous recommendation of the Board of Trustees, St. Mary's University of Minnesota is proud this 12th day of May 2001 to confer on Brother Thomas W. Johnson the degree of Doctor of Educational Leadership for the sake of honor.
Thank you.
After hearing Brother Lewis's speech, I'm reminded of the story of a funeral. In speaking of the deceased, sort of like a eulogy, in speaking of the deceased, the pastor spoke eloquently of the kindness, the industriousness, the virtue, and the great example of the father of this family. As the pastor went on, the widow, seated in the front pew, leaned over and said to her son, "Billy, go up there and look in that casket and tell me if that's really your father in there." Like the widow at the funeral, I am not sure I completely recognize the person mentioned by Brother Lewis. I am indeed honored by this degree given by the Board of Trustees and the administration today. I've enjoyed immensely working with this board of creative and dedicated people and with this committed and energetic administration. These have been good years, my years on the board here at St. Mary's. And indeed, St. Mary's is blessed to have such leadership. And today, I am also honored to join the majority of Christian brothers in the Midwest by having a genuine St. Mary's degree. Until this moment, I was in the minority of brothers who did not have a degree from what I have come to learn is a very, very special place. And I also feel a special link to you, the class of 2001, for we all become alums of St. Mary's today at the beginning of this new century in which you will live most of your lives. Like those of you who with me are awarded degrees, we know that any of our accomplishments are the accomplishments of a whole host of people. For you, no doubt, it is with your family who supported you, your friends who accompanied you, and your teachers who enlightened you, that you also share your degree today. For me, it is the brothers and colleagues who have been part of our Brothers Midwest leadership team over these past years. It is the brothers and lay associates all over the Midwest who have supported me, and it has been the wonderful experience of these years and of these Lasallian ministries that have enlightened me. All of them have a part in this honor, and I do share this degree with them today. By hopefully not taking too much of your time on this wonderful day, I would ask you, though, to reflect for a moment on this experience at St. Mary's. You are getting degrees because you have learned and studied a variety of subjects and books, worked in laboratories and libraries and at computers. But just as there is the idea of reading between the lines, there is the idea of learning between the lines. When you leave here this afternoon, you will leave with a degree as well as a whole host of experiences we call St. Mary's. What you have learned formally in classes has been very important, but as one of your student speakers said today, you have also learned between the lines in this experience. In addition to academic subjects, you have learned about yourselves, your beliefs, and about your values. Some of this learning was in class, and some was learning from your friends, your teachers, your experiences and your feelings, as well as the difficulties and challenges over the years. They are intangible and cannot be quantified. There is no grade for these, but they are just as real and just as important as anything you have learned or accomplished. Now when you leave here, keep learning formally and also between the lines. Cherish the learning that comes with experience and relationships, and take the time to embrace people and cherish the time it takes to learn between the lines. We are here not only to transform the world, but to be transformed ourselves, and how we will be transformed by the world will be based on how we read the world. Parker Palmer, who spoke on this campus, I think when you were juniors, wrote, "Listen to your life and try to understand what it is about." This note is amplified by Archbishop Rembert Weekland of Milwaukee, who says when young people tell him that they have a hard time understanding what it means to be Catholic, He tells them to participate in the Eucharistic celebration with the same parish community every Sunday for 6 months, and during the same time, work in the soup kitchen for the poor. If you do these practices, you will come to understand what it means to be Catholic. The point is, we cannot learn what it is to be Catholic or Christian or any other faith from books alone. It is learning between the lines, learning from your experiences, and learning from life that makes us who we are. In the Lasallian spirituality of education, learning takes place in the experiences we have, if we are reflective enough to listen and learn. It is why experience and reflection is emphasized here at St. Mary's, along with formal learning. Whether it was soul trips to Kentucky or Kansas City or Jamaica or St. Louis, volunteering at the San Miguel schools in Chicago or Minneapolis, study in Florence or London, or simply living together on this campus, dialoguing with friends, or with teachers in the corridors, you learned from reading the lines and reading between the lines. Keep learning both ways. If we do this, we will continue to be worthy of these diplomas that we are given today. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you, Brother Thomas. The Winona campus of St. Mary's University is hosting 2 graduation ceremonies today. At this commencement, the university will award 273 bachelor's degrees. At 4 o'clock this afternoon, the university community will reconvene to present Master of Arts degrees, Master of Education degrees, and Masters of Science degrees to 698 students. 563 will be attending the afternoon ceremony. Another university commencement will take place 1 week from today on May 19th in Nairobi, Kenya. At this commencement, 39 students in St. Mary's Christ the Teacher Institute for Education will receive Bachelor of Science in Education degrees, and 16 students will receive 3-year diplomas in education. And on June 2nd, the university will host a commencement ceremony at its Twin Cities campus, where over 250 bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees will be presented. So there is indeed much for us to be proud of. 6 of our graduating seniors are absent from this ceremony today. 4 senior members of the St. Mary's University fast pitch softball team are representing St. Mary's University at the National Collegiate Athletic Association Midwest Regional Tournament this weekend in Waverly, Iowa. They are Jill Hawking, Becky Limberg, Jennifer Meyer, and Laura Miller. And 2 senior members of the St. Mary's University track team are representing St. Mary's in the MIAC Conference track and field meet in Northfield, Minnesota. They are Carrie Peterson and Clara Setzer. These scholar athletes were recognized at a mini commencement ceremony Tuesday prior to their departure. Brother President, I now present the candidates for degrees from St. Mary's University of Minnesota, Winona campus. Will the candidate for the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree please rise and come forward? Angela Lynn Hibbard.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree please rise and come forward? The first 7 degree candidates are students in the Immaculate Heart of Mary Seminary. Keith Dwayne Bertram. Dana Robert Christensen. Stephen Brandon Darling, cum laude. Jeffrey Allen Group. Robert Edward Lacey. Michael John Lambrecht. Jeffrey George Weber, cum laude. Zakim Ian Nicholas Abraham. Melissa Ann Achman. Gregory Travis Adams, magna cum laude. Nathan M. Albee, cum laude. Jacqueline Marie Allen. Brian Neil Amburn, summa cum laude, co-valedictorian. Rosaline Ariambo Amenya. Valerie Ann Amick. Amy Allison Andrus, summa cum laude. Thomas Carroll Angel. Lee Gary Appel in absentia. Megan Patricia August. Jill Ellen Allman. Melissa Lynn Austin. David Jeffrey Beatty. Alicia Lynn Bayer. Andrew W. Ballinger. Catherine Rose Bedke. The degree is presented by her father, James Bedke, Associate Provost and Vice President of Graduate and Special Programs. John William Belisle. Jeffrey Allen Belzer. Kimberly Ann Bennett, magna cum laude. Kelly Jean Benning. Jason Kenneth Bergman in absentia. Michaeli Berthane Meskel. Kristen Ann Beaver, summa cum laude. Sherman Blake. Jason R. Bowl. Katie Lynn Bowler, magna cum laude. Christopher Richard Booth. Julie Catherine Bork. In absentia. Carolyn Ashby Boyd, magna cum laude. Andy Len Britton. Daniel Carter Byron. Donald Cada. Vicki Lynn Cada. Andrew Roy Campbell. Sarah Marie Carew. Christian Anthony Cermak. Elizabeth Ann Chambers. Tatiana Korevich. Joseph Andrew Cochran, in absentia. Eric P. Cronin. Neil Leonard Dahlheimer. Riley Joel Danderand. Benjamin Matthew Danielski. Joshua R. Danke, summa cum laude. Lisa M. Del Judas. Michael Dempsey. John William Duranick. Corey Brandon Dettert. Kelly Jean Duane, summa cum laude salutatorian. Kelly. William John DeWitt. Jora Irene Dayshell. Aaron Thomas Dobosensky. Teresa Ray Doheny. Christina Beatriz Dominguez. Laura Ann Durney. Joseph Edward Duda, in absentia. Joanna Dunham. Anne Navalis Durley. Margaret Grace Dwyer. Melissa Carolyn Dibus. Justin John Edel. Amanda Joy Edmund, magna cum laude. Tina Marlene Egland. Erin Emily Elder. Nicole Lynn Elston. Melissa Ann Emily.
Are you getting 3 cards? Just you?
Julie Catherine Bork.
You're okay?
Erickson, yeah. Robert Allen Erickson. Anna Elizabeth Ersfeld. Jackie Lynn Eversman, in absentia. Gina Marie Fabian. Jason Matthew Ferris, magna cum laude. James Patrick Fink. Kevin James Finley. Joseph Francis Flanagan. Carrie Lynn Fox. Jeffrey Melvin Frischman. Chad Edward Fuller. Molly Rose Funk. Austin Joseph Gans. The degree is presented by his aunt, Dr. Marilyn Frost, Professor of Psychology. Tessa Ann Gardner. Jacqueline Ray Guerin, cum laude. Kelly Elizabeth Gilbertson. Sarah Mary Gilchrist. Nicholas Michael Glynn. Deborah Jean Goni, cum laude. Timothy John Gosson. Caleb Bay Grace. Justin Lyle Graff. Stephen James Groby. Lisa Marie Grunwald. Julia Marie Guin, magna cum laude. Daniel Thomas Gustafson. Daniel Carlos Gutierrez. Shelley Lynn Hake. Michael Frank Hack. Matthew Joseph Hangy. Abigail Mace Harris. Michelle Marie Harrison, cum laude. Jennifer Barrett Howe. Brian James Heim. Joshua Edward Heindel. Tara Lene Hellmuller. Melissa Lee Hemquist. Justin Joseph Hendershot, magna cum laude. Brian John Hankey. Feng He. Jordan Michael Herzog. James Patrick Hibbler. Daniel Robert Hills. Jill Marie Hawking, summa cum laude in absentia. Miranda Marie Holt. Brian Joseph Holsworth in absentia. Kelly Christina Howell. Elizabeth Ann Herdlicka. Shangyu Xia. Bradley Philip Hegel in absentia. Samuel Oliver Hunt. Robert Paul Hurley. Jeffrey Tyler Hooshagen. Andrew Kenneth Israel. Jason Robert Jesse. Heather Irene Johnson. Sarah Jean Johnson. Jessica Ruth Johnston, magna cum laude. David Martin Jones. Patrick Joseph Jordan. Jason Boyd Judge. Jennifer Ann Judge. Carl Michael Callagher. Joy Adele Kelly. Raymond Patrick Kelly. Isaac John Kendall. Wesley Allen King. Jennifer Ann Klinger, Christopher David Knight, Joshua R. Knutson, Jeffrey Lee Knutson, Ruth Ann Kostick, Kristen Marie Kozlowski, John Paul Kramschuster, Sarah Nicole Kranz, Catherine Jane Kresbach, Kimberly Suzanne Christman, Daniel Thomas Krochek, Andrew David Kruger, Vinceslav Kuksin in absentia, Brian Scott Kylo, Amy J. LaBelle, Kesney Demera LaBerge, Reagan Gerard LaFrance, Christina Marie Lemaire, Kenneth Wayne Larson, Sarah Ann Larson, Laura Therese Levine, magna cum laude, Dana Marie Lazarus, Gilbert Kaho Lee, Jeffrey John Lennock, Nicole R. Levins, Rebecca Lynn Limberg in absentia, Jennifer Margaret Long, Jennifer Elizabeth Mace, Megan Rose Mackenzie cum laude, Janet Allison Megerline, Jessica Ray Marr, Shane Lawrence Malika, John I. Marshall, Cheryl Lynn Mossman, Igor Matskula in absentia, Marina Matskula, Sean D. McCarthy, Kristen Lorraine McCaskey, Kathleen Mary McGrath, Jody Lynn Meyer, Jennifer Ann Meyer in absentia, Laura May Miller in absentia, Tanya Mishra, magna cum laude, Elizabeth Genevieve Moe, Scott Stephen Morrison in absentia, Andrew Paul Mullner, Connor Ignatius Milady, Alyssa Ann Murphy, Erin Lynn Murphy, Michael Allen Murphy, Thomas Dwayne Murphy, Brian James Nalapinski, Jeffrey Michael Neppel, Aaron Kyle Nenow. Dustin Arthur Noble. Matthew John Norris. Jennifer Ann Notch, summa cum laude. Jamie Ryan Nowaczewski, in absentia. Dennis Jerome O'Connor, cum laude. Anthony James Odman. Andrew Michael O'Keefe. Ian O'Keefe. Norman Michael Opegard, in absentia. Elizabeth Ann Ori. Ryan Michael Oslack. Carrie Ann K. Paycheck. Jessica Lee Pecan. Carrie Michelle Peterson, in absentia. Justin Luverne Peterson. Samuel Joseph Poziak. Edward Rawl Pope. Jeffrey Boyd Pope. Richard Allen Prinz II. Krista Ann Pugel. Mark Edward Pumper. Andrew James Quarfoot. Amber Ray Ratora. Heidi Johanna Reitz, summa cum laude. James Armin Reamer. Samantha Ann Uluvehi Riley. Brian Dennis Rindels, cum laude. Jason Thomas Rohr. Christy Marie Ross. Michael John Ryan. Teresa Jean Sampson. Lucas Victor Sassolino. Sandra Rose Schaefer. John Joseph Scheid. Mary Constance Schmolke, magna cum laude. Lisa Marie Schroeder. Peter Michael Schweik. Kristen Rose Sellner. Daniel James Sepian. Gregory Stephen Setterland, in absentia. Clara Ellen Setzer, in absentia. Nicole Joanne Simon, cum laude. Eugenia Genevieve Simpson. Catherine Marie Singh. Jason Robert Severson. Jeffrey Ambrose Smith. Renee Margaret Speltz. Catherine Jean State. Craig Ronald Steger, summa cum laude, co-valedictorian. Kelly Marie Stoic, cum laude. Sean James Stoffel. Gina Latisse Sullivan. John M. Sullivan. Vildemar Irene Summers. Timothy Stephen Swager. Amy Nicole Talifer. Chris Clark Tedrick. Scott Gerald Thole. Joseph Michael Thompson. Rachel Elizabeth Thorson. Deborah Sue Tischer in absentia. Joseph David Toussaint. Ellen Margaret Ulrich. Don Marie Van Houten. Timothy Robert Vaughn. Daryl James Vitullo. Erin Christina Vogt. Janita L. Von Bank. Kathleen Teresa Walsh in absentia. Michael John Walsh. Amanda J. Waltz. Hannah Jane Worthison, cum laude. Anna Lisa Welch. Amanda Marie Wensman, summa cum laude. Jennifer Michelle Williams, cum laude. Marissa Lee Wilson. Diane Jean Wood, summa cum laude. Anne Margaret Wooden. Angela Grace Yaki. Sarah Nicole Zymetz. Brother President, Brother President, upon the recommendation Brother President, upon the recommendation Brother President, upon the recommendation of the Winona campus faculty and with the approval of the Board of Trustees, I present to you for your acceptance the aforementioned persons as bachelor degree candidates. Do you accept?
I accept.
Before concluding this commencement, I would like you, the students, to join me in recognizing some very important groups of people who are with us today, people whose presence here has added much to this celebration. While I salute you, the graduates, on earning a degree from St. Mary's University, you and I both know that this is not a singular achievement. Therefore, I ask you to recognize those who have been your mentors, your teachers, and scholars for these past few years. Please join me in applauding the men and women of the St. Mary's Winona campus faculty. There's another very special class of people whose love and concern, patience and prayers have contributed much to your being here today. Let's show our grateful appreciations to your parents and loved ones. And as we welcome these new graduates to the ranks of St. Mary's alumni, we are reminded that St. Mary's University is really an extended family. We value our alumni, and we are pleased to welcome many alumni back today for this celebration. In recognition of our broad university community, which extends now around the world and numbers over 14,000, I invite all graduates of St. Mary's College and University who are here today to stand and be recognized, faculty included. And now, to conclude our ceremony, Most Reverend Bernard J. Harrington, Bishop of the Diocese of Winona, will give the benediction. Bishop Harrington.
God of the past, the present, and the future, we give thanks as we bring to a conclusion this commencement exercise for your numerous presence and blessings upon us. As we leave today, we are cognizant you have gifted us, and we thank you. It is now time to celebrate and shout. St. John Baptist de La Salle, live Jesus in our hearts. Amen. Alleluia.
Thank you, Bishop, for joining us today. On behalf of the faculty, administration, and staff of the university, I congratulate each of you. Congratulations, too, to Brother Thomas. We wish the graduates good health and much success and happiness in your life and in your work. We hope you will return to St. Mary's often. And thank you to Dr. Hoykeshoven and the students of the University Concert Band for providing processional and recessional music for this commencement occasion. And thanks to all of you for joining us here today. There will be an opportunity to informally greet the graduates outside on the plaza immediately following the ceremony. Lunch will be served until 2 o'clock in the Toner Student Center dining room. This concludes the 76th Annual Undergraduate Commencement Convocation. I ask you to remain seated until all of the undergraduates have marched out. Again, congratulations and best wishes from all of us to all of you, graduates, parents, and friends of St. Mary's University.